think I used the oil today. My castor oil.
It's okay, shiny one.
Pointing at me for?
Like you would know.
I use my oil and my tea tree oil today. You see me?
Oh my word!
Come on now. But yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
We ready? All right, here, yo, hit that bell. Ding ding dang, mouth.
Like Chronic will say hello, and you just go straight in. Hi, Chronic.
Yeah, Fancy Fit Club. Yeah, your boy here, Chronic Fitness.
I am in B for PT.
Alpha female 13.
You got myself fitness lifestyle. 12, babe. 12, babe.
Welcome.
Why am I chat about?
What's wrong with these people, man? Why do people only concern, when their life is at risk, they start focusing on that? Like that's when their life is at risk, that's when they actually start to realize, oh my gosh, my diet is wrong, or oh my gosh, I gotta change how I eat.
I feel the extremities of life will push people to making a life-changing decision. The same way that somebody, let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you take them for granted, it takes you realizing that, I can actually lose this person before you fix up, in the same fashion. I guess how much more so when it's your life at stake, and it is wrong. It is kind of a toxic approach to a degree that we only concern ourselves with our longevity when it gets bleak, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just the extremities of life.
That's why the people them over there so got them Jamaican jollof, innit? Jollof.
Yo, put some respect on the culture, man. It's jollof. Yeah? Yeah, you got them say jollof.
Nah, man,
We're so sorry to all Nigerians and Ghanaians. We are so sorry.
We apologise to who this may offend and how it may hurt you, but during this
Who
time,
hurt you, Andy?
Sorry.
J.A., we don't know him. Africans, we don't know him. Man tried to remix jollof and Jamaican with something else. I don't know what my talk about.
Yo.
Whatever it is, don't add that to your diet.
Don't.
We know that as not nutritionists, we can tell you that.
But at the same time, I believe that is just a myth. Do you know what I mean? It's literally just a myth.
Conceptually,
Just how you should eat this, you should have amount of this, you should have this. It's just a myth, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's literally.
I can agree with that.
It's a structure where it could be a money scheme as well. Could be. I don't know who's benefiting.
You know why?
You
know why that's funny?
Wait.
Him saying what he's saying, yeah. Why it's mad, yeah? Because I remember, like, if we get back up the clip, he's like, no man should have a gut. Yeah.
Facts
Made that
all
one
day.
Made that one there facts. Made that one there
Facts all day.
Yeah.
Any man that has a gut, yeah,
it's not a man.
It's not a man.
We don't
They
all
neglect
agree.
the person
Not
of
a
health.
Yeah,
They don't
you
man.
hear
They
that?
neglect
Not a
their
man.
person of
But
health.
hold on,
You know what I
let's
mean?
ask you a question. If you're not eating to a certain degree, to a certain standard, to your calorie intake, what are you gonna get?
What do you mean? What are you gonna get?
You're gonna get a gut.
You're not active.
No.
We're talking about just diet.
We've got a lot of people who got.
We're talking about diet.
We're talking about we're just talking about
Just
diet.
diet.
You gotta balance them both. You gotta balance them both.
Just diet.
No. You said that. Do you want to know the funniest thing?
What?
You want to talk about abs and washboard abs.
I'm not talking about abs and washboard. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about you shouldn't have a gut.
Listen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So if a man shouldn't have a gut.
No man should have a gut.
Okay.
Are you mad?
All
Just
right.
because you
Hold
shout
on.
louder doesn't mean your gut's
Just
better.
because you're shouting louder, it's not like my man down the hall is going to hear you.
Listen,
He's over there. On the real, like, you can't say that because at the end of the day, yeah.
Why should I say that?
You're saying a man's being lazy, yeah?
He's being lazy. He's playing his own personal
I can
health.
get you or whoever they want in shape, yeah, without lifting anything just by their diet, yeah? So don't come and try, and I'm a nutritionist, don't come, do not come and try and shot at me. I'm telling you, pause. man's telling you from
put
now.
the qualification
Do
on the
not,
table.
do not slap it there. Yeah? Do
Listen.
not try and throw that shot because I'm telling you from now, yeah, you do not have to be active to be able to get to where you want to. As long as you are eating to your calorie, to either a calorie deficit where you want to lose weight or a calorie gain. So you want to build weight, yeah.
So you don't.
calorie
You
surplus.
tell me you don't have to be active.
You don't have to be active.
Nonsense.
No, I'll tell you what.
Nonsense.
The right food, you don't have to be
Nonsense.
active.
Every single
Nonsense.
person in this room has got abs. Do you know if you eat to a
Oh,
certain
That's a
calorie
body fat.
deficit?
I know about that. I already know about that. I already know about
But
that.
you're
I already know
talking
about
about
that.
gut. You're talking about gut. You're just talking about gut, yeah. So that's part of the abs. That's part of the gut area. That's the abs. So if a man is if you want to see your abs, yeah, eat to a calorie deficit, not under your deficit. Eat to a calorie deficit, and then your abs will start showing. Because everybody has abs. Your core is something that you have on a day-to-day basis because we use our core every day. When you sit and stand, you're using your core. Whenever you're walking upstairs, you use your core. So everybody has a core. So you don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Okay.
Like, what's interesting about that is the fact that a lot of people are equating a diet to chasing this shredded, ripped body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't say about. I didn't say anything about. I'm not saying that's the thing, though. Abs, I didn't say nothing about.
I know you said about gut.
I just said
true.
No
and I hear
man
that.
should walk around with a gut.
So
That's all I'm saying. It's just you neglecting your personal health because you're not investing into yourself.
But it can be achieved with a diet. That's all they're saying.
Yeah, but what? No, but I personally believe you can't just do that with just a diet. That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
But you personally believe that. But it's facts that you cannot have a gut.
Where's the facts? Show me the facts. Let me read about the thing there.
I'll put you on a diet plan. How about that? I put you on a diet plan.
Do you really
think
I'm on a
transformation? I put you on a specific diet plan.
I don't believe in that.
But hold on. I put you on a specific diet plan. Yeah, get rid of your gut. Put you on a diet plan.
No, I don't have a gut. I don't have a gut, baby. I don't have a gut, baby. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
Interesting though. I saw you posted a picture recently as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know
today.
what I mean? So and that is, you said that you shout out to Wiz as well. You said that Wiz was helping you out and everything else like that. And it's testimony that, you know, you can drop size from focusing on your diet and also activity. So they both go hand in hand. But with what we're talking about now, as far as diet goes, I think it's really important to delve into how it's been conceptualized for people. You know what I mean? Like we equate a diet to like a get ripped quick scheme. We equate it to like, okay, cool, I want to lose weight. How do we lose weight? Go on a diet. When a diet could even be you being in a surplus and actually gaining weight if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But dare I say, it's like that thing that everybody's chasing for is probably like the most unhealthiest place that you can be in if you were to try and do it for a long-term basis. Like a lot of the guys who stand on stage, if you were to try and maintain that diet for a whole year, it's actually detrimental.
It's detrimental.
It's detrimental to your health. You know what I mean? So like when we talk about diet, what is it that we're talking about?
Because we need to have sugars in our diet. Yeah.
What kind of sugar though?
Sugars and fruit.
What kind of sugar?
Yeah,
Sugar
we
from
get
the
it from
fruit?
fruits.
From fruits?
We get it from fruits.
Or artificial?
Like, but that's another thing. Like, a lot of people are like, because people come to me and be like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about what you eat. And then they're like, well, do you know what? And they eat well. But then they're saying to me, I have like 4 fruits a day. I'm like, that's where you've gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be having so many fruits. Don't get me wrong. And government's like, oh, have your 5 a day. But like, nobody doesn't realize it's just your 5 a day doesn't cover fruits. It also covers veg. You see what I'm saying?
But also it doesn't include a smoothie bottle that just says it's one of your 5 a day.
They're full of sugar as well. They're full of sugar. But even making a smoothie itself, people have to understand, once you start blending your food like that, you take away the nutritional value. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah. And then after, when you're blending up fruit, because when you do they're throwing like, we're gonna put banana, we're gonna put 2 strawberries, spinach, 2 nuts, pause, we're gonna put some flax seeds. And they think that's a boom shake. Don't get me wrong, it tastes nice, yeah. But when you break it down, it's sugar, veg, nuts, which is fats, protein as well. So you're just thinking like, hold on, it's just like you got to find the balance.
Your macronutrients aren't even balanced out in that respect.
But it's quite
not.
interesting when you say, because like I've been on my green juice again, and like, I was feeling awful. Like I was thinking this is really awful, and I was bloated and uncomfortable all day. And then I actually read into raw kale, and it's terrible for you. It's really not ideal. It causes loads of different things. And I think when it comes to diet, like one of my nans has been on a diet since I can remember her, and she hasn't changed shape. She's always upset because she's on these diets, but doesn't ever go to a nutritionist. She gets on that fad, and then it's only cabbage juice for 6 weeks. And like you're moody, you're angry, your body still sucks because you've not actually gone in and found out what works. Like that green juice, like you say, it's like life. You know what I mean? I was even up my own ass, like, I'm so proud, 7 days. And I'm actually causing so much damage because I didn't take into account, like, just because it's a vegetable, read into it more. Is it better cooked? Is it better for you at this time of the day? Or things like that. And I think diet becomes so like, oh, you see a fad and you just do that diet. But I've been on such a long road with my diet for my body to feel better when I eat, instead of being like, there's dinners I've missed because I've eaten something that doesn't agree with me and I've had to go lie down, and only years later discovered that it's lactose intolerance or it's something else. I think diet becomes this horrible word that's in front of Coke or in front of something else, and it makes people hate the thought of it. And I think your diet needs to be specific to you. You need to spend real time looking at what you need.
Check this out.
Hold on. Let Alvin talk. You just interrupted him. Carry on, Alvin, your point.
You know what?
We were nearly there.
No, you know what? You 100% you're right, because I do feel like a lot of us like are too bogged down with everything that's going on. But we do need to actually try and concentrate more on what's suited for ourselves. Yeah,
individual.
Like that's why there's so many products. I keep putting out when I say like what protein may be good for you. Say if we're taking protein shakes, like for supplement based, because obviously we need to get we're not, our food intake is
deficient of certain
and we're not able to get that amount of meals for ourselves. So we do have to take some supplements, because sometimes, like if we're having 6 meals all together, like our body is not able to digest all those meals throughout the day. So it's easier to have a shake which our body's able to digest and break down into our bodies throughout the day. Do you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you wouldn't know that. That's why your face is all
No, I'm just
even supplements. Sometimes you get them and you just made expensive pee. Because your body has an amount that it can absorb.
And I know what you're gonna say. Why is it a man? Why should you be taking supplements and things like that?
No.
But your body breaks down a certain amount of food, certain amount of things throughout a certain amount of hours. Yeah. If you're consuming a certain amount of food, you will not be able to consume all those food, and your body will not be able to break them down to get into your system enough.
This is his favorite word of the day.
Right, enough. And you won't be able to break it down for you to get into your body. So sometimes you may need to have a shake. Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes people need to have those more supplements, like vegan people. There's certain foods in their foods. There's certain things that it's difficult for them to get, so they have to take supplements. Like and that's how it goes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's difficult for them to be able to get certain things.
I feel a destructive thing with the supplements though is that people think that it is part and parcel of the whole ideal. That makes sense. Like me, I've developed a love for cooking now, and so I make sure that
respect the thing.
You know what I mean? I make sure.
No, it's funny because man talk about Diane Jackass.
But no, I found a love for cooking, and it's like I always make sure that I've got my protein in there, I've got my carbs, I've got my fats, I'm getting my micronutrients in there, which is what a lot of people don't really focus on as well, the vitamins and minerals to go with the food. But then when it comes to talking about supplements, I think that's where it becomes very destructive, because when it's diets, a lot of people are reliant on supplements. A lot of people are reliant on fat burners. They're reliant on protein shakes and all of these other things, to the point, right? So even that is self-destructive in a sense for me. Like, how can you replace a meal? You know what I mean? When that's supposed to be foundational, you know what I mean? The supplement is supposed to supplement your meal.
Even food,
You know what I
like
mean?
the whole joy of food is eating together, breaking bread. When
Exactly.
you look back to where we first used to eat around a campfire, it wasn't really a campfire. It was fire for the way that we used to
We
live.
used to eat in the way that we used to.
You
You know
would
what I
get
mean?
a lot more out of eating with one another. And I think the joy of consuming food has also become, I'll just have a supplement or I'll have a shake. And then it's like, when do you sit with people and break bread?
Like I've seen people walk into the gym and they're shaking their shaker with their protein
That's a
shake.
move. That's a
And
gym
it's like, yeah, right. I'm in here, I'm about to do damage. And these times it's like I'm lifting 3 times as much as you are. Like, well, you're struggling to lift the weight because that's where you want to try and get to. But you're acting like the shake is.
They've done that bottle so much that
This
they've
is what I'm
actually
saying.
exhausted.
They've exhausted their muscle before they even start working out. But then there are a lot of I don't even want to give half of these organizations platforms, but there are organizations out there who do preach that message of this is a meal replacement. If you want to lose weight quickly, get our product because it's your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner all rolled into one shake, and then it's like you end up having it, and then you're wondering, oh, I'm actually losing weight. So this is the miracle.
Using it
This
on
is
your
the
own
miracle
with
thing,
no
you know what I mean?
communication
But you're
with
actually
anyone.
you're in a deficit because you're malnourishing yourself in order to lose the weight at a rapid pace while you're still abiding by the same principles of working out and all of these other things. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a gray area when it comes to talking about diet because of the way that people have conceptualized
Get rid
the
of the
word.
word.
What?
Diet. Get rid of the word. I don't personally.
Who are
The
you
way
talking
You leave me with my corner.
We're so
You
sorry.
should go in the corner.
With my
That's
corner.
what- yeah, you
alright?
should go in the
Let me
corner.
do
Go sit
my
in the corner.
alright?
Have 5 minutes. That's what you should do.
It's true though.
No, get rid of the word.
Like-
I'm not trying to knock no one.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
no,
get rid
I
of the word.
agree. I
I
think
personally
the-
believe everyone, should just take time out. Yeah, take a time out, and try to understand their body. Do you understand?
100%.
And be honest with yourself, number one. Yeah. And see what you can afford. Yeah. And on top of it, what is the body actually requires. Do you understand? Don't be, understand everyone trying to put the 5 a day, whatever, the shape, whatever. I don't care about that. Do you understand? You just need, literally, I personally just change your relationship with food. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah,
it's
it's
absolutely-
a relationship.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
You just need to
I
take some
agree with
time out and just be honest with yourself. Okay, a lot of these food nowadays, trust me, they get imported. Right now, we're privileged. Where we stand right now in the UK, we're privileged because we have access to all type of food, all year round. Do you understand? So when it comes to having this, having that, you might not get the percentage that you required, but at the same time, you could have access to it. Do you understand? But at the same time, you need to understand, like, can you afford the lifestyle you want to live? Do you understand? So this diet, like when it comes to, the African culture, when it comes to the European culture, when it comes to, all different type of culture, the Indian culture, do you understand? It's all about, this word diet. The diet. No, it's about the relationship with food. Do you understand?
We have to improve it
You
for
just need to
sure.
get rid of the word. Like, let me get rid of the word.
That is true. It's
know what I
true.
mean?
Like I'm even thinking of preparing for competition and stuff like that. Like it's my relationship with food. I've never once said I've been on a diet. I don't even think I've ever been on a diet, but I always say to myself, okay, cool. I need to get to this weight to qualify for the competition. All right, what is my current relationship with food? What's my caloric intake? How do I create that surplus? What is it that I'm eating? What's inside what I'm eating? Is it too much sodium? Is it too much glucose? Like, you know what I mean? All of these different
You
things.
start changing your
I
relationship.
take that all into consideration and then I manipulate it for myself. I'm not on like a one shoe fits all type thing. You know what I mean? Like the amount of clients that I've had before signing up with me, I'm like, okay, cool. What is your relationship with food? You know what I mean? It's that kind of question. I'm like, oh, what's your relationship with food? And
But isn't it weird
A number
how
of
you've been
them-
on a diet, but you won't use the word?
yeah,
So it's crazy, like
Yeah.
the association of negativity
you
around
know,
it.
because then it's like you've got people.
You kind
I've
of
had-
dismiss
and
it.
You
You
probably
dismiss
had-
it. You dismiss it. See, do you know what I mean? Get rid of the word. You dismiss it, and at the same time, you didn't even realize you were
100%.
changed in relationship with food.
But that's just
But
me
we
from
need
the
to be
jump. That's
careful
all you need
about
from
our
the jump.
words, but
Yeah.
our words in
Words
general
are very powerful.
very,
Words are very powerful.
especially in the English language, they are incredibly powerful.
Like as a coach, have you ever had a client approach you, and when you're asking them about their diet, they've always mentioned like a Slimming World or Atkins diet or Cambridge diet.
Keto, isn't keto big?
Let's talk about keto.
Cool.
Oh my god!
But it's interesting, isn't it? When they start off like that, it's like it's weird. The people who raised it to me, they speak about it as though they've got it all figured out. But if you had it figured out, you wouldn't particularly be talking to me right now because there's definitely a problem somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it becomes self-destructive when people start looking at all of these stuff, because you may even find that you're on these diets, but then you haven't actually got the strength, the capability to get through your day to day.
God bless my nan, dude. She didn't change her body shape all these years, but she's been on a diet since I've known her.
See what I'm saying?
So
and
we're all eating her Christmas dinner, and she's got a
stuff.
Slimming World. It's
I
not
can't,
cool,
you see
man.
all that stuff. It stresses my spirit.
Cool.
It stresses my spirit.
All I have to say is be honest with yourself, innit? Just be honest with yourself. Do you understand? Everybody want to buy them protein shake. By all means, go live in Muscle, whatever these organizations called. Live in them. Buy the protein shake. Shake it. All you want. Do you know what I mean?
Just shake it, all you want.
Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, once you're honest with yourself and you just look at yourself and, you know, what kind of food?
Judge each other. You know what I mean? Like if someone's a vegan, they automatically think that they're on this higher echelon, and it's like not actually.
Ooh, we're getting to something.
Yeah.
So there's two things I'm interested in hearing about. Yeah, it's the vegan side of things, because I've had experiences where it's almost like vegans around me have done that high and mighty thing where it's like, oh my gosh, you're not vegan.
So high up.
You know what I mean? And then you see them in the corner having a little, I don't know, a bacon sarnie or something. And then keto, I have absolutely like little knowledge on it, but it'll be interesting to find out what is keto's place in this big conversation that we're having. You know what I mean?
Go on, Beefy. You look like you got something to say.
I have got no time for keto.
Oh wow!
I've got no time for it at all.
For the people,
I've got no time for it. Do you know what? Like a lot of PTs will actually sit down and tell you like, keto is probably the one most ridiculous diet to be on. Like,
there's a few girls at my work that are in it
hard.
Yeah?
Do you know why? Yeah. All right, it makes you lose weight. Yeah.
What is
it
anyway?
It's basically no carbs. It's basically no carbs.
Oh my god!
High fat source,
which is self-destructive actually.
High fat source. So you get your energies from your fat source. That's where you basically get your energy from. So your fat source. And then after you have your proteins and your veg and things like that. But no carbs. Who's telling you not to have carbs? You're not supposed. You need carbs.
Yeah,
because carbs contain glycogen.
Carbs are life.
You need glycogen. That's your recovery process. So who's telling you not to have carbs? It's stupid. I'm telling you that from now. May that person tell you who hasn't had carbs. Let them come talk to me.
Come talk to Beefy.
Come talk to Beefy PT or Gaines Enterprise PT. Come talk to me. Because I'm telling you, don't
not about that keto life.
You eat your carbs. Yeah, you just need to know the amount of carbs you should be eating. Yeah, when you should be like having it. You know, like I tell my clients, you need to have your carbs in the morning. You need your energy. You need your source of energy. You also need to be having a certain amount of carbs throughout during the day as well. You need that source of energy. Yeah. When it comes to evening times now, I get you're not going to be using as much source of energy. So take away the carbs. You don't need to be having carbs at that time.
Let me challenge you on that.
You can still get your little bit of carb energy from your veg, which people don't know as well. Like veg contains carbs. Yeah. So you can get that little bit of carb source of energy from your veg in the evening time, which will sustain you to the next morning. Yeah. So you don't need to be this, oh, I'm gonna go on keto. I'm not having carbs. It's the most ridiculous, stupidest diet ever. Like make keto come and tell me something.
But would you say that the myth is created, and this is just being a little bit controversial on it, would you say that the myth is created from the bodybuilding world? Because a lot of people who do get into fitness, it's either from, you know, a fitness model that they've seen, or somebody who's kind of trained for a movie role and now they're looking ripped and all of this. And so that's the image that they relate to.
Do you know what it is? I feel like a lot of people, have said, especially people that's in that industry, like they would act like, oh yeah, well, we didn't eat carbs for such and such. Especially these movie stars, they will say like I don't even remember Wolverine's diet.
Hugh Jackman.
But they will probably turn around and say, oh yeah, we never had carbs. Shut up. Of course you ate carbs. Don't be an idiot. Like you had carbs. Like, I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, people will say, especially these new PTs or new people who don't understand the aspects of it as well. They will turn around and their client will say, "Oh, I want to lose weight." They'll be like, "Oh yeah, do the keto diet." And or don't eat carbs. That's what certain PTs will say to their clients. Because they heard that, oh yeah, by not having carbs you lose weight. Yeah, you may lose a specific amount of weight, but then when you got, and this another thing with diet itself, yeah,
Get rid of the weight.
yeah, it's true, because you know what it is, yeah. If you're having the diet, yeah, what happens is your body goes into a certain place where it will start absorbing the food that you're eating, and you'll lose the weight. But then when you start even eating normal, your body will put it back on so quickly.
And retain all that fat, because they're like, this crazy motherfucker isn't going to eat for the next 3 weeks.
Exactly,
so we hold on to, and then you don't even realize how much damage
it's
you
going
do.
back to what's convenient. Yeah. You see what convenient
what's
and
convenient?
what actually the body requires, because like you said, you could take out certain things, but as soon as you start eating again, you put the weight right back on.
But why is it
That's a great
convenient
point,
though?
So to me, like I said before, is to be honest with your damn self and try to figure out, what it is actually, what does this body needs? What do this body requires to function? That's all you need to understand.
Okay, so it's not a diet, but it's a balanced meal.
Mm.
You see the difference? Like you,
Now you're changing up the word and
Yeah,
thing.
no,
But we're not
changing the word and thing.
No,
now.
it's not, because I'm not saying that people shouldn't have. I'm saying that you should have carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most diets today will tell you not to have carbs. You see what I'm saying?
That's
But
cool.
I'm
pizza
telling
today.
you
Fact.
to have your carbs,
Mhm.
but you just need to know when to have them and how much to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you that you need your essential fats.
Macronutrients,
Okay.
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, macronutrients. You know what I'm saying? You need your essential fats, your avocado, your nuts, pause. You know, you like your your omega 3s, your
That's
fishes.
your
You know? Like all those type of things. Like you need to be having certain.
No
Yeah.
room for any error, but not even a voice clip.
Oh my word. He's not going to
But
be
I
me.
think what Maradona said when he talked about the convenience side, like when I see like when vegans are all on the, and they can be fat vegans, and I'm like, yeah, because you're just putting loads and loads of food into you and you don't understand the impact that it has. But the convenience as well, like now that there's so many meat substitutes and everyone just gets on this vegan diet, but actually when you look deeper, it's more about alkaline food in your body. If you're really talking about the food you eat to be a pharmaceutical to fix the problems that you have, alkaline then teaches you that some things that are sweet turn acid in your body. And then you enter an acid state, not an alkaline, and then loads of different diseases can come in and out your body as they like. But if you can get to an alkaline state through what you eat, you don't really get cancer, AIDS, any of those things, because they need certain things that an alkaline diet takes
Such a
away
trigger
for them to grab
But
onto.
do you believe that every single one of us have a form of cancer in us?
Yes.
I think
Because-
it lays dormant with almost all of us now, no?
Because I my concept on understanding it is that I believe that we all have
Yeah,
it in
different
us.
things
It's about
trigger-
what we
Mm.
eat or what we smoke or whatever it may be
To trigger off.
will trigger it off.
Yeah,
Do you
and
see what I'm saying?
that's exactly
So like I
That's
hear
it.
what you're saying
Yeah.
about the whole alkaline thing, but he may have alkaline, but it might not even trigger cancer off.
No,
No, but what I'm
lemon and
saying is
lime,
when your
keep
body
that body
gets back-
alkaline.
When your body gets back to an alkaline state, it's his corner. Beefy, you're looking in the wrong direction. That way, that way.
over there.
Yeah. Hi, Maradona's corner.
Lemon
that's
and
what I
lime,
mean, I
baby.
think,
Lemon
like-
and lime. Keep that body
God, is your voice
alkaline.
clip over now? Alkaline over.
But yeah.
But I think that's the thing, is like learning that lemons become alkaline in your body, but they're acidic outside. And that's the thing, like we're talking about researching and understanding what your body needs, jumping on a vegan thing or something like that. And then people give up. But you haven't actually done any one bit of
Any
research.
yeah.
You've jumped on a trend, and maybe you do need to eat eggs.
Go-
Maybe I don't need to, but maybe you do. And then it's the horror from the vegan community, like, oh my God, get out. And it's like, but guys, and then you have to say you're plant-based, and then it gets this whole thing when it's just food.
But is it
It's
the fear of
joy.
the word? Is it the fear of the word?
I think it's
that-
the
that's-
fear
that's
of
pushing
everyone
people-
judging you if you're not
to-
1,000%. Like I had to throw away my leather jacket.
No, I'm not even talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
the vegan
saying.
thing anymore. I'm talking about like just in terms like going back to what Maradona was saying, which is true. I think that we should like decolonize the word diet, because the way that people have gathered it is the way people have gathered it in their mind is causing it to be more self-destructive than it is beneficial to people. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the fear of, you know, being obese or having health problems and all of this other stuff. It's now pushing them to be like, okay, cool. I've got to have anything. So you can get into the gym, and for all you know, some bog standard PT could sell you a diet program, and it's like, I'll take it if it's going to help me to get to where I need to be.
Foolish
like,
them.
Not even researching what it is that the person
Foolish people them.
And these times, it's just regurgitating information from bodybuilding.com.
Foolish people.
Yeah,
from anything.com.
Yeah, it's mad because you go on like, do you know what? Quickly, just keto is giving away free plans to people, and all you need to do is put your height, your weight, your weight. I think that's it. Your height and your weight, and it will give you a full plan of what you should be eating.
Never mind what your medical history is.
No.
Never mind the medical history.
Know how active you are, what you're doing, or not taking into consideration on
body
your
fat
actual
percentage.
Yeah, nah. I'm sorry. Like all these people that are jumping on all these stupid little diets, just put as much time and effort that you're going to go redoing these little stupid little diets, or feel like, oh yeah, well I should have this. Maybe like what you said, maybe we should like think about, and I'm not trying to like make it trying to get money out of people, but think about maybe trying to find someone who knows a little bit aspect and say, look, like how much you gonna charge me for a diet plan if that's what you want for your goal. Do you see what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with putting a bit of investment into yourself.
Of course.
Like you say, go and find a nutritionist, get a plan that works for you, and then start doing your own stuff.
But that's a dangerous thing though. A lot of PTs nowadays want to be jack of all trades,
No,
master
I
of
did
none.
say nutritionist though,
Right,
not PT.
exactly.
Get a nutritionist to help
don't
you.
mind you, personal trainers, you're qualified to give nutritional advice because you have
guidance. I believe was the word you used.
Guidance. Sorry, my bad.
Advice,
so the guidance, right? So the guidance is it kind of allows you to know like the ins and outs of the basics, the bare minimum. And it's like if you want to know more, it's better that you see a specialist about it. You know what I mean? I could do like a little foam rolling to help loosen up the muscles, but if you need a deep tissue massage, you'd want to go to
a sports
Go to
massage
the
therapist.
experts
You know
that
what I
are
mean?
in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it comes to these topics, we don't give kudos to the
Those
next
who've
man
learned.
who knows.
But you know what? I would, because you know what? Like I done my nutritionist years ago. Yeah, there's certain aspects that I know on it. Yeah, but when it comes to like, and I still do diet plans because of what I know. But when it goes to certain things, like especially like if I'm dealing with a client who
Have
is
health issues and
big
stuff.
health conditions, then obviously I will combine with somebody else that I know who's got like that level for nutritionist level when it comes to medicational side and things like that. Because you know what, like we're actually putting somebody else's life at risk if you don't know. So when these PTs are acting like they're giving advice because they believe they know by telling someone don't have carbs, they're actually putting that person's life at risk. This is why you need to stop
the
it.
thing then, BC.
Stop it.
But also
Start
stop
the
putting
thing
your
then.
life at
Alright.
risk. Do some research. Understand how you feel in eating that, and maybe skip a
Yeah.
meal that day if you're not feeling it. You don't have to shove 3 huge meals down your face. But then
But
it's
you're
again getting that
3
info.
meals. Oh my.
No, baby, you gotta wrap it up.
This is a big topic. This is a
It's
big
a big
topic.
topic
But don't
for
worry,
people.
there will be more. There will definitely be more. Come on, man. This is what the platform is about. You know what I mean? Anyways, like I was saying before, if you like what we're about, you know, hit the like button. You know what I mean? And don't forget to hit that notification bell.
And
But-
leave it-
Wait. They have to leave a comment because we want to know what they feel and how they feel.
Exactly.
We need to know how they feel. You feel
Are
me?
you on keto?
You know? Are you on keto?
Don't tell Beefy
Vegan,
that talk to us.
You know what I mean? Like, you're on a vegan diet, you're on a keto diet.
keto.
What's your, what,
Don't let me see you on keto.
Whatever diet you're on, whatever diet you're on. You know,
Thanks,
leave a comment,
guys.
leave a comment.